honestly do love feeling put together, and nothing makes me feel ready for the day than having lashes on. So I'm gonna show you guys my hack for getting extension looking lashes on a budget, because here we love not spending an arm and a leg to look good.
First things first, before the lashes, we have to get our brows right. I'm using the NYX Lift and Snatch brow pen, and I have been for years now. I love this product because I can make these light, feathery strokes that mimic if I had more brow hairs, which, let's be honest, as an Asian, close to impossible to achieve. My brow hairs have always been missing and sparse. It does take some time to get used to use a light hand, and mistakes have been made before, but that's nothing that makeup remover can't fix. Voila! We are done with one brow, and this lighting is terrible, I'm sorry, but I swear there is a difference. The lighting is just not on my side right now. Let's move on to the other brow. Alright, looking sexier than ever, creating these forehead wrinkles to accompany my brows. Now let's move on and get back to the ASMR with the lashes.
So here I have this pack of lashes that I ordered from Amazon for about $12, and I also bought this mascara glue that's meant for the cluster lashes on Amazon for around the same price. The way that I will do my lashes is I will take the lash and measure it against my eyeball and then cut off or trim the excess. Then what I'll do is I will take the lash and I will cut it into thirds. So now we have something that looks like this. From there, I'm going to go ahead and curl my lashes. Alright, now that my very Asian lashes are somewhat curled, I am going to apply the glue to the outer corner of my eye and apply each section as necessary. And the way that I'm going to apply it is under the lash. So we just apply the glue like we would mascara, and we basically only want to apply glue to the section that we are going to put the lash on. And because we cut it in thirds, we are applying one lash at a time. So I'm going to take the outer edge of the lash with my tweezers, and we're going to apply it right under the lash here. And you want to make sure that you line it up well and you don't apply too close to your lash line. Otherwise, it's going to be uncomfortable and you will be teary all day. So this is what it looks like on the outside. Applying it just right under the lash. And now we're going to repeat that for the rest of the eye. I'll try and do this in the zoom finder so you guys can see. I don't know if that's better, but so again, we take the lash and we apply it right under the curled lashes. Lash number 2 is done, and there we are. Then once I have all the lashes on, I'm going to use my tweezers and clamp it down so that the lashes become secure with the glue, like so. And now, yet again, we repeat this process on the other eye.
Oh yeah.
And voila, we have extension-worthy lashes on a budget. I think that this cost me maybe around $30, and this will last me between 5 and 7 days. I'll sleep with it on, and if you take good care of them, they can last a pretty decent time. I do sleep with an eye mask on, but I have the ones that are a bit concave so that it doesn't touch my eyelashes. And anytime that I wake up with a piece of my lash looking kind of funky, I'll just take it off, reapply some glue, and then put it back on. And then it'll last a long time. And I'd rather pay $30 compared to $110, which is how much I know that lash extensions go for these days. Because we are going to Wilson's prom, and I think that it's going to be overcast today, I'm debating not really doing much face makeup, maybe some sunscreen, but also because I am short on time. It is now nearly 7, and this is the time where I'm supposed to leave my house. I let the group know that likely around 7:30 I'll be ready. So we have chosen our bathing suit for the day, and we are going with orange because I feel like the last times that I was at the beach, we went with blue, so we're gonna go with something different now, and we'll see if we get a decent beach day with the weather. Honestly, I'm still gonna bring a jacket because I have accepted that I will always be cold on a beach in Melbourne. Can't forget the sunscreen either. We have one for the body, sweat resistant, and we also have one for the face.
Packing for a day like this feels simple. Bikini, jacket, snacks, sunscreen. But what you're really packing for is a willingness to say yes. Because the truth is, I didn't know these people that well. And there's always that moment before you go where you wonder, will I fit in? Alright, let the road trip to Wilson's prom begin. First we've got Arjun, head organizer of these activities, master socializer, and connection builder. He's got a passion project called Social Threads, where he tackles topics of loneliness with the goal of bringing people closer together. Because of Arjun, I've actually been able to connect with some really cool people, including the ones on this road trip. Next we've got Cami. I literally met her this day. She's a super sweet gal and also met Arjun through Bumble BFF. That guy is the most social butterfly I have ever met. Lastly, we've got Kenna. This is my second time meeting her after a separate road trip that Arjun organized, and she is a spicy little Mexican queen. One thing we all share in common is that we all migrated to Australia. We're all on our own journeys figuring it out, and all wanting to make friends and connect with the people around us. This road trip, and road trips in general, I found, have been such a fun way to hang out and really get to know people, and can be done on a budget. I had my first experience driving on the opposite side of the road and the opposite side of the car. Gotta say, the initial feeling was a bit foreign, but just don't ask me to drive in the city. When we got to Norman Bay, I wish I could show you exactly what it looked like. I had just replaced my old camera and clearly did not know how to use the new one yet. Everything was blown out, overexposed, and honestly, that feels a little poetic because some moments just can't be captured properly. You just have to be there. I was in the water with Kenna, and for a second, I forgot about everything. No overthinking, no self-awareness, just playing, like a kid again, jumping in the waves, and engulfed in a comforting hug by the ocean. I had this moment where I was like, oh, I'm not watching my life anymore. I'm actually in it. I made living in Australia a reality, and in that moment, I really understood what it meant to be where my feet are. There's something about moments like this, sitting on a picnic mat, eating slightly sandy berries, snacks, listening to someone play guitar, that makes connection feel easy, natural, unforced. I think we're used to trying to connect in loud places, bars, parties, restaurants, where everything is happening, except the actual conversation. But here, there's nowhere to hide. And it's the best thing.
You wanna play a song for me?
For you, I will serenade you.
I'm ready.
You need to tell me the song. I'll figure out the chords, bro. Come on. What's your favorite song? But please don't fall in love. It's a big problem.
Please don't fall in love. Okay.
Arjun actually tried to get me to sing with him, and I almost said no, but that's kind of the whole thing, isn't it? Friendship isn't built in the moments where you feel put together. It's built in the ones where you don't.
Okay, you and I sing.
I can't sing.
Brother, it doesn't matter. Neither can I. You just step around. Okay? I found love, darling, just dive right in. Follow my lead. Oh, you were the someone waiting for me. We were just kids when we fell in love. I will not give you up this time. Darling, just kiss me slow. Your heart is all I own.
So, I actually did end up singing a little bit. Very quietly, barely one could say, but I did it. And then the universe humbled us. Some moments you just can't catch on camera, even though I really wish I did. We stayed a little too long. The tide started coming in, slowly, subtly, and then one big wave that came in further than all of the others. Suddenly, every single one of us is scrambling, trying to save the snacks, trying to save the camera, and of course, trying to save the strawberries. Too late, everything is soaked. Sand in the strawberries, clothes are drenched, a picnic mat that now weighs 47 kilograms. And somehow, we were the only group of people that this happened to. Everyone else, perfectly safe, sitting further back, just watching us be horrified at the tragedy that just occurred in front of our eyes. It's like they almost knew. One woman actually ran down to chase some of our items, which was really sweet of her, but alas, the damage had been done. Lesson learned, check the tide. And of course, while in Australia, you can't forget about the wildlife. This cute little parrot was just perched up on a tree and ended up bathing in the puddle in front of us. I could not get over how cute it was. Driving on the opposite side of the road felt like a pretty accurate representation of my life right now. Everything is unfamiliar, but somehow, I'm still moving forward. Squeaky Beach was unreal, like actually one of the most beautiful places I've seen. Whitest sand that I've seen on a beach to date. Blue water, although yet again, the footage that I have just doesn't do it justice. The kind of place where you question if this is your real life experience. In a good way, of course. And then, I decided to climb the biggest rock that I could find, because content, and Kenna offered a photo op. This was the exact area that I climbed on. For reference, I'm gonna add a photo or a stickman so you guys can get a better feel of how big these boulders actually were, to scale. Getting up, easy. Getting down, not so much. You definitely have to find your footing so you don't slip. It's a little bit wet and wild out there, if you know what I mean. And for some reason, I thought, let me just jump in between these two big-ass rocks. Bad idea. Worst timing, because those waves, not just strong, violent. I honestly wish that you guys could see it, but at the same time, I also don't wish that you guys could see it. I literally got taken out by these waves, thrown around. At one point, I thought, oh, so this is how I go. When I tell you guys that I actually got washed between those rocks like a motherfucking ping pong ball, I am dead serious. And right now I can say that and laugh, but in the moment, I was actually terrified. And to be honest, I may have played it cool with Kenna and Cami, but internally, I was actually pretty shaken up. The whole event did result in some battle scars, primarily on my ass, and quite literally drew blood.
Oh, Jesus.
After that, we all ended up napping in the warm sun, and every few minutes, I would wake up in a panic just to slather myself with sunscreen. I was not about to survive the ocean and then get taken out by the UV. I heard that the Australian sun hits different, and I wasn't taking any chances. After that, we headed to Fairy Cove, which we discovered would be a 3-hour-long hike once we got there. By this point, it was about 6 p.m. and neither of us had the energy for a 1.5-hour hike there and back. So we decided on the alternative path right next to it that led to a place called Derby Beach. The sign said it would be about a 30-minute walk, but compared to a 3-hour-long hike, it was a no-brainer.
Is this music motivating you, Kenna? No?
I said, Bad Bunny.
Ba-
By the time that we got to Derby Beach, it was quiet. No one else there. Just us. Kenna and I found another boulder to sit on and just started talking. The kind of conversation where time just disappears. And I realized something. Making friends as an adult, especially in a new place, it's uncomfortable. You don't have any history, you don't have any shared memories yet, and essentially, you're building everything from scratch. And maybe you felt that too, where you feel like you're showing up, you're trying, you're putting yourself out there, and wondering, when does it start to feel natural? I don't think that it starts out as natural. I think that it becomes natural after you choose to keep showing up. On the walk back, things started falling apart, literally. First, the flies. Not just one or two of them. An entire army of flies were following us all the way back. It was almost like we had collectively offended the entire fly population of Wilson's prom. And then...
Your flip-flop.
one flip-flop strap completely busted. Arjun is now walking in this awkward half-limp situation. We're all laughing. And then not even 5 minutes later,
You actually broke the second one too.
Bruh.
My goodness. What a day today.
at this point, he's basically barefoot walking through the Australian wilderness with two useless flip-flop corpses with him. And honestly, something about days like this, where everything goes a little wrong, somehow makes the day a whole lot better. Because by the end of it, you're not just remembering what you did on the beach. You're remembering the chaos and how you all survived it together.
On the way home, we drove past a lot of cows. I'm talking fields and fields of cows. We also caught a bit of a sunset as well, and I'm not gonna lie, it made me hungry for some Australian beef, if you know what I'm saying. That's more like it.
I think what I'm learning here is that friendships don't arrive fully formed. They don't come with guarantees or labels or even certainty. They start like this: a random road trip, a conversation, a shared moment together. And slowly, without you even realizing it, these people start to feel familiar. All your closest friends were once strangers. You didn't know that they'd become important. You didn't know that they'd matter. And maybe that's the beauty of it. You don't have to know. You just have to be open enough to find out.